Hi guys, your boy's back in action. I had to take a couple weeks off. I was dealing with a lot of stuff. I was super swamped. Luckily, I got it taken care of. We're all good. I've been pumping out recording videos with people all week, doing my own stuff. So I got some stuff coming out this week, even though I'll be in Hawaii with the girl. I'll have my stuff scheduled, so I'm making sure that I'm going to get you guys some consistent content now that my schedule's freed up a little bit. Today is probably my favorite video that I've recorded so far because it's with one of my best friends in the community. I mean, genuine good dude, one of the best players in the world, and we actually used to be teammates on FOS back in the day. So definitely have a special place in my heart for this guy. Not trying to be sus, but I do mean it. Really cool dude, my boy McGunski. We've played a lot of good games against each other. We've done a lot of cool stuff together, and I mean, he's just overall one of my close homies. I miss him a lot. Haven't been able to catch up with him a lot, so I'll be using this game as an excuse to catch up with him, and I'll also be asking him questions that maybe you guys would like to know about him. If you guys aren't already subbed to him somehow or don't follow him on Twitch, you gotta go do that right now because he's one of the best players in the world, and he's one of the best players on YouTube for sure. You can learn a lot of cool stuff just by watching his videos, and he also has a really good cycle of content that he's doing right now. He does a lot of debuts, all that stuff, so please make sure to go sub to him and let him know that I sent you. And after you guys watch this, hopefully you guys leave me a thumbs up and put in the comments below who you guys would like to see on this show next. I'm gonna try to start doing a lot more solo stuff, rank seasons, highlights, stuff like that, playing against top guys, all those types of stuff, because I've been doing a lot of collaborations, and I want to make sure that I'm also pumping out the stuff that I want to as well. But I am always open to interviewing somebody who's cool and playing against them. So yeah, just leave in the comments below who you guys think would be a cool guest on the show. I'll make sure to consider it. And with that being said, let's get a hold of McGunski and get this game going. McGunski, my old friend, is that you?
That is me. How's it going, buddy?
I'm doing all right, dude. How you doing? You holding your head together okay in this game?
Barely.
Okay.
Barely.
Yeah, I must say it's quite similar. But I'm sure your recent success in YouTube and everything has helped with that.
It has. I mean, I basically play this game for content purposes, and I get off after. Do not play this game for fun at all.
That sounds like a way to stay sane, I must say.
It's unfortunate because I like to support people in this community. I mean, there's been a lot of good people.
Yeah.
But it's hard for me to watch.
No.
Like, just, yeah. It's like it's PTSD. It just makes me think about the game, and I see all the stuff. And I'm like, yeah, if I was having that, I wouldn't be able to keep my crap together.
I get that 100% because there's a lot of friends that I've had for a while in this community that are like either streaming consistently right now or just starting to stream. And I go in there and I sub and all that, but it's like, it's tough to just sit there and watch. I have a hard time convincing myself to go out and play this game and like get everything going, you know what I mean, just for myself. I just find it hard to find motivation to do it, but I've been trying to, you know.
No, like I went through that struggle. Sorry, my voice is a little weird today.
No, you're good.
No, I went through that struggle myself. That's why there's a couple times where like all of a sudden for 2-3 days I don't upload. It's just I need that mental breather. And I come back, and I mean sometimes it's good to take it, but I'm doing my best to take as little as possible.
Good luck, bro.
Good luck to you as well.
No, but yeah, I mean, watching you upload consistently has been definitely admirable considering how hard it is to make sure you're editing and all this stuff. And I mean, it's hard to find, there's not enough time in the day, you know what I mean? And you make it seem like it's just so easy. I'm watching you, and I'm watching you do 2 uploads in a day sometimes, and it's just like, man, I know how much work goes into it now, you know? I used to kind of watch these YouTubers and be like, oh, I didn't think the work was this hard, you know?
No, I feel it. And for me, I had to take the step of I don't do my part-time job anymore. I just focus strictly on content. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, even then, I've neglected a lot of my Twitch, a lot of it. Yeah. Like I almost never stream anymore. Mm-hmm. So I miss that, and I'm trying to figure out a new schedule and how to
But a good thing for you,
just really happy to be able to do it.
yeah, a good thing for you is I noticed when you do come back and you stream, you still have your crowd there. Your following's still there, excited for you to come back, and they're, oh shoot. But
Here we go.
they come in and they're, I mean, you have 300 concurrent viewers, you know, so it's like they're definitely you're not losing your fans, and I'm sure they can respect what you're doing and the grind that you're on.
Yeah, and I know for me, I don't usually chase the money, but I mean, since I've decided to turn this into an actual job, I mean, YouTube just pays a hell of a lot more than Twitch ever.
Yeah, and that's for one thing that you guys don't know. I know a lot of my viewers probably know about how I used to be on FOS with McGunski and all that, but he's been one of my good friends in the community since 2017. I mean, we've gone weeks where we're miking up every day and all that, and recently we've been a little more busy, but this guy's helped me out with everything when it comes to this YouTube stuff and getting my PC set up. So a lot of the talks that I'm gonna have with him are stuff that I know about him because I know a lot about him, but I definitely want you guys, like my viewers, to know as much about him as I do. So like, why don't you tell them like what you used to do, what your past job, and how you got into the MLB The Show community and all that?
Well, I used to be a competitive COD player. Like I always did S&D tournaments, and that was my thing for a while, for a long time. Even when I was doing baseball in real life, that was like always something I loved to do on the side. But I mean, one of the reasons why I came to the Call of Duty community, or left the Call of Duty community, was, you know, just I feel like as time goes along, the rumors of how toxic it can be is very true. And so I just felt like it wore down on me. And again, I love baseball. And after I tore my labrum twice in college for baseball, I just decided, well, obviously I can't play anymore, and I missed the baseball aspect.
Yeah.
But at the time, I only had an Xbox, so there was nothing for me to play. So I pretty much bought a PS4 strictly for MLB The Show. And then at the time, too, Call of Duty was making that transfer over as well. So it just seemed to make a lot of sense.
And you look at it now and what you're doing on YouTube and all that, and it's like, shoot, it was worth it, you know? I mean, that switch and everything, maybe it was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, maybe. And I do feel like things do happen for a reason, typically. I mean, if you believe in it, you believe in that.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of things had to have happened, including me getting injured from baseball, for me to be where I'm at right now.
Exactly.
And when I first dealt with the injury the first time, and then when it happened the second time, it was mentally hard to understand that my life from that point changed. But again, maybe it was for the better.
Exactly. I was actually having a talk with Kiv like that in one of these episodes, and he got into Madden after he got injured in baseball and had to sit out the year, and basically just after his injury he just went and started playing Madden, and shoot, 2 years later he's holding up $100,000 check. You know what I mean? It's like really interesting to see how like it's the butterfly effect, you know what I mean? Like one small thing happens and it could impact the rest of your life. That's
and sometimes again it's for the better and sometimes it's for the worse, but it is really what you make of it.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, everybody's given a window of opportunity, right? I mean, not everybody. There's some people that are dealt a shitty hand per se, but for the most part, life's about like seizing those small opportunities you're given, right?
Yeah, and there's definitely some small opportunities for me to try and turn this into what it is now for me. And now I do want to obviously grow. It's not I'm happy where I'm at. I think every YouTuber would always, if you're not growing, you're dying.
Yeah.
So my thing is constantly
can't ever be satisfied, right?
Exactly. No, I don't. Just want to keep making my content, and I'm just happy that people enjoy it, because I would have never thought. I think for myself, I feel like I'm a very boring person, very bland. But
well, you know, the one thing I've always said about you, and it's also the audience and the target that I see that I can hit, is that you're a good player who's also has a personality, who can be helpful and can be you can inform people and be instructional, or that's probably not the best way to say that word, but you're good at you're good at teaching, you know what I mean? And you may not see it, but it's like the way you've taught me how to mix my videos and edit that stuff. And you look at your hitting tips video, and it's clear you have like a certain niche for how to do that stuff. That one, or he does have some pop. Yeah,
damn.
That was 3 very loud outs. I'm lucky to get out of that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you have the skill, and you have kind of that I don't know how to say it, but you're able to reach a specific audience that a lot of people aren't able to reach.
And like I said, I know one of the things is at a certain point you do, as much as I hate to say it because I love baseball, but I feel like there's definitely a cap on how much MLB The Show has to offer until there's an esport, until there's something, until there's something else provided. I feel like the MLB community, it does have a cap. It's not like where you could go to Call of Duty where, I mean, I guess every game does have a cap, but
no, I mean, not necessarily. Not every. I mean, you look at Fortnite, right? Booga wins $3 million. Like, you look at that stuff, and it's cool. The thing that I think makes MLB have a cap, and this may be something that you can disagree with or elaborate on, but I feel like the biggest thing about MLB is it's only on one console. How much can it grow if you're cutting out half of the gamer population by only having it on PlayStation?
I don't know. Part of me agrees with that. Like, I really do understand the argument, and I would obviously love to have at least some sort of baseball game that is at least multi-platform, if not PC included. But I mean, I don't know how many people have said it. I mean, I said it too earlier, where I bought a PS4 just so I could play baseball.
Yeah, but
and now not everyone's going to be that way. But I feel like a lot of people at least watch content for baseball when this is like the only game that is multi-platform.
Yeah. No,
sorry, excuse me. The only game that is even just on one platform. I mean, there's RBI baseball, but that is like arcade type stuff.
I'm just curious how many people either just don't have the drive to go out and get a game, like they're not that motivated to go out and get another console just to play that game. Either that, or they're not financially secure enough to make that decision. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm curious how many people I mean, the best player in the world could be some Xbox user who's never going to play MLB The Show. You know what I mean? And you could say that for any game. I mean, or anything in general. The best person that could possibly do something the best may not ever be exposed to it, and you may never find out. You know what I mean? The best skateboarder. And I think that
applies to a lot of people, even just in sports. Like, there's a lot of people who haven't played football who instead, you know, like for me, if I could do it all over again, I would love to be a goaltender in hockey. There's just something about it.
That would be cool.
I would love to have
I think we've had that talk before too. I remember you saying that.
And I would have loved to have done it, but again, I chose baseball and stuck with it. Now, I'm not saying I would have been an amazing goaltender or anything like that, but how many people were in that situation where maybe if you could redo it all over again, you would have chose that other sport and would have actually been dominant.
Yeah. Did you play hockey?
There's a lot of people. No.
Oh, okay.
I never played it one bit. I love watching it. I love the game. Now, I never played it competitively because I stink at it, but I mean, I just love hockey. I did think it was like 2 years after I really got into baseball, I really started to get into hockey.
Oh, I see.
And that's when I started going, man, I kind of wish I chose hockey over baseball.
Well, there's no way to do both? Was the season
for me? It's hard in Southern California. It's not really. Now was there hockey teams? Yes, there was. But is it easily accessible like baseball?
No.
Yeah, no, not even close. I mean,
that makes sense.
If you were going to play hockey, you either were going to be more than likely East Coast or in Canada. So like I said, was there travel hockey teams here that I knew about because some of my buddies were on it? Yes. But I mean, they were just so far advanced, even at 10 years old, where it was like, I can't even have a shot. It's not like you could join a little league and develop your skills a little bit. It was like, no, it's travel or nothing.
That's the sport you're born into.
Yeah, it's like you made that decision at 7, 8 years old, and you're going to run with it.
I think soccer's a lot like that, too. I'm not saying
for me,
I'm not
at
saying
least
as much.
anecdotally, yeah, I was gonna say anecdotally for me. I know at one point my high school wanted me to be a goalie because they didn't have one,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I've never played. They're like, well, you just need to be a goalie. Like you don't need to know anything. You don't need to
That's
know
true.
literally zero about the sport. Just block the
I've
ball.
never thought about that.
Don't let it go in the
You
net.
just literally just catch the ball, please.
Yeah, but it's because I would mess around in high school. I was always friends with the soccer players. I would always mess around with them, and so sometimes they would be out there doing they'd just be like, oh, we go out there, be in the net, and we're gonna try and get it by you. Yeah. And I usually did a pretty good job of stopping it. And again, at that time, they didn't have a goaltender at the school. So
what's funny is
anecdotally, I would say it looked like it was pretty easy to get into, at least as a goalie.
Yeah,
at least. A goalie.
What's funny is like baseball was always my obsession growing up, but soccer was actually my best sport when I was younger. Like I was just way better at soccer. I mean, I was good at baseball when I was young, but soccer, like, it was just my thing. I was so good at it, but I was so uninterested in it that it's something that I eventually just let go. You know what I mean? But I
feel it.
That was my sport, and I don't know, it kind of sucks. Like, I don't know if it's because I was having fun when I was playing, but I think it started to be my friends stopped playing. And as I continued, it was just a thing where it was like, damn, like I don't have my friends. Is this not cool, you know? And then it's just like,
I mean, I think we've all gone through those swings though. Like there's times like I was like, do I really still enjoy baseball? I mean, it's one of those things where you don't know what you had, or you don't know what you had until it's really gone.
Yeah, it's such a true, like, cruel saying, because it's completely accurate.
Yeah, that's the thing. Until you truly lose it, that's when you'll know your true feelings on it. And for me with baseball, it was like I didn't even miss. Do I love the sport? Yes, but I didn't even miss really playing that much. I just missed the brotherhood of the team more than anything. Being around those guys, and every day you had practice. You
traveling with them, all of that.
Dude, some of the best memories are like being in the buses after games, before games, just shooting the shit, like just. Just messing around with everybody.
Okay, that's disturbing. That is disturbing.
I mean, for me, that's what I miss the most. Yeah. And obviously, I miss the sport, and that's why I picked up the game. But make the play.
Oh my God, what a terrible ending.
I don't know how I got out of that.
The check swing was fishy. God damn. But so. Tell them your situation, because I knew it, but you were working part-time and you were grinding with that, and that was when you were mainly doing Twitch and stuff, and then you dabbled into YouTube, and now you're doing YouTube full-time. So like tell them about your transition to that and stuff.
I mean, so I started off, I worked at multiple pizza places just as the same thing, as a delivery driver. And at Pizza Hut I liked it for a while, and then management really started to irritate me with they just weren't really good at what they were supposed to be doing. They gave a lot of freedom to people who did not deserve it, essentially. Yeah. And then at Domino's, I liked the management there, but the hours were so bad for me. Where I was at that point, I was still commuting to school, and Monday and Tuesday I was a closer, and I wouldn't leave work till 2 a.m. So Monday, Tuesday were rough days to go to school. Oh, okay. And then one of my buddies that I worked at Pizza Hut with, he was like, oh yeah, well, he ended up leaving Pizza Hut too, and he went to Chino Hills Pizza Company now. Obviously I shouldn't say the name, but I don't work there, so free advertisement maybe. But and he was just like, oh, it's the management there is family owned, they're really cool, they're really nice, they work with you really well, the hours are so much better. Even on the weekends, we were leaving work by 11 tops.
Oh really?
Yeah, weekdays you would leave by 10 if you're a closer. Weekends, and the other cool thing, like at Domino's and Pizza Hut, if you had a shift, that was your shift. Like it was not going to rotate. That was yours. Well, at Pizza Company, they rotated the weekends. So if you worked 4 the next time on that Saturday, so next Saturday you worked at 4:15. So everyone just kept sliding down.
Oh, I see.
And rotating. So you weren't always a closer. You weren't always an opener. It always changed. And that was cool, because the one thing I hated the most about Domino's, I was like, man, I at least wish every now and then I didn't have to close, but those were my shifts. Those are the only shifts I had.
So you knew that you were gonna have to close those days.
Oh, every day. Every time I had to walk into work, I was gonna have to close, be there till 2 in the morning, get up by 6 to get to school by 7:30.
That's so brutal.
Yeah, no, and that's why when the opportunity came to that place, where they actually because they're more expensive, you typically get tipped better. And again, I mean, it just made the most sense to leave Domino's. Again, love the management, hated the shifts, but love management.
It just sounds like overall the Chino Hills pizza place was way better to work at.
Oh, in terms of, yeah, and I still make it a thing where I go there to eat at least once a month to show my appreciation to them, because even when I first started YouTube and I said, hey, is it possible to only work 1 day a week? And I told them why, like, oh, I'm pursuing YouTube. They weren't like, oh, nah, screw you or anything like that. No, they're like, hell yeah, chase your dream, chase your goal. We'll help you out. And then when I was chasing it and then it started paying out as much as it did, I was like,
I gotta go.
I appreciate everything you guys did for me.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna pursue this without working 1 day a week. And again, they weren't like, oh, screw you or anything. They're like, oh no, we understand.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sure there's
make sure you
somewhat
stop
saw
by.
that coming too, right?
Oh, I don't doubt it. I mean, because I know some of them would watch my stuff and
Oh, that's cool.
they would mention it to me, and they would also tease me about it. I'm like, you guys suck.
Yeah.
I hate you guys.
But you want to keep cranking, right?
Is my bullpen? That's a friendly. Yeah, we'll use a bullpen. Is this Seth Lugo, by the way?
Yeah, it is.
Dude, he's funky.
He's nice, bro.
I actually want to get him.
Yep.
How much was it?
Only like 30,000. I used him against Reb. Used him against me, and I was like, "Who is this man, and why isn't he on my team?"
Comes to the side a little bit.
That hurt my penis.
Please tell me I'm so safe. All right, but yeah, no. I mean, it's just as an overall job, that was the best experience I've ever had at a place where they, again, it was a family-run business. They treated you like family. They cared for you. Just nothing but good things to say about them, man. I mean, they really did do everything that they could to help me which essentially also hurt them, which is why I respect it even more. Like, I put them in a tougher spot. And that's why when I left, I also felt like, well, I'm helping them out again, because now they can actually hire somebody who is willing to work more than 1 day a week.
Yeah, that's big.
Now, some of the employees that they had, though, some of them would not do the best of jobs.
Yeah,
hopefully they got another person. Yeah, hopefully they got some good people to replace not only myself, but those guys as well.
So when did you realize that you could fully commit to doing YouTube full time?
Probably, I mean, once I saw the first couple of videos where I was monetized and was like looking at, well, this is the number I'm getting. Imagine if I was able to upload, X amount of times a week, a month. And then I started really, like, I would go to my parents like, yo, this is an actual possibility. Like, this is crazy. I would have never thought.
Yeah. And how did they feel about that when you first told them you were doing it full time?
I mean, they were supportive in terms of like, yeah, if the numbers make sense, do it. Like, as long as the numbers are there. But at the same time, they're like, well, don't you want to at least like keep 1 day at work, like just in case something happens? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I get where you're coming from. You're like, it's conservative. Like, you're trying to like hedge your bets.
Yeah,
you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. But at one point, I just finally went like, it's hard to.
That's the second
really
time.
Again.
What is happening?
But I just found out, like, for myself, like, it's just so hard. Even with that 1 day a week, like, you go, oh, it's only 1 day a week that you're, potentially missing uploads, But it turned out to be, it would make me miss 2 or 3 because, well, then somebody, XYZ wanted me to cover a shift. And then, can we trade this shift? And so it was always, I have 1 day a week I'm supposed to work, but I'm still working 2 or 3.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So even though I was only supposed to work a little bit, it never worked out that way. I was always too nice. Like, people would ask, can you trade a shift? Can you do this? And I was always like, no, I want to help you out. I don't want to be rude and be like, hell no, I'm going to suck it. Like, no, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I get it. And I mean, that's definitely cool of you,
Yeah, it just sucked that some people didn't understand because, like, they would be like, oh, well, you only work 1 day a week. And I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I work 6.
Just because I'm on the schedule once, I can assure you I work more than that.
I'm working at home. Like, and that's the other beauty of doing YouTube. Like, I'm doing my last year of college from home,
Oh, really?
I'm doing obviously YouTube. Yeah, I'm doing YouTube from home, and so it's like everything that I'm supposed to do in my life, it's all in one spot.
Nice.
It makes it easier to focus on YouTube because I mean, even imagine just the commute to school. Like if I even went to a local one, that easily eats up 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, all those days that I have to go,
Mm-hmm.
which takes away from what I want to do. And so being able to do school online was also a huge factor. And it's weird because when I had to make the decision, oh, do I want to do online school or do I want to do like actually go to school? I couldn't get into a 4-year college until like the next semester when the online school they offered to accept me right away.
Oh, okay.
And so that was a deciding factor. And one of the things I always thought about was like, well, I wonder what, you know, God works in mysterious ways if you believe in him. And
Man,
like for me, I was just like,
anything to drop.
no, I feel you. And so for me, I was just like, well, maybe there's a reason, and maybe this was a reason. Who knows? I mean,
Damn, I was on that. No, but I mean, it's clear that whatever path you've taken, we've talked about this before, like even your mental state and everything, like you've got to just be, your mind's got to be clearer, you got to be a lot less stressed out, knowing that you're getting everything done, you're making more money than you were at your previous job, and you're comfortable at home. Spend more time with your girl, all that stuff.
yeah, that's what's huge. Now, sometimes
Wow.
we're not on the same page about it. Like for me, I'm like, hey, if we could just schedule, like,
I feel
no,
you
seriously, it's one of the
1,000%, bro. 1,000%.
like if we can just schedule, right? That's what's huge. If we could schedule, I could see you so much more than ever before.
Exactly.
And guess what doesn't happen?
You don't schedule.
Yeah, we don't schedule.
Yeah.
And it's not, and I hate to say it, but it's not like it's me. Like, I do my best. Like, I'm like, hey, this is, you know, if you don't tell me what you're doing, this is always going to be my time frame. Like, by 4 or 5, I'm free for the rest of the day. But if you go, oh, tomorrow I want to go to a museum or pick whatever the hell she wants to do, and then we go do it, well, okay, like, I know I have to put in a little bit more work the day before.
Yeah.
And that way, we don't miss. We don't
Exactly.
have to continue to miss these things that we want to do.
I'm sure
But
your girl
we're
just
still
hates the term
stuck.
schedule, though.
Oh, she does.
Yeah,
That's what's
mine does
crazy.
too,
Like,
bro.
she likes to wing it, even though, I mean, that's what's crazy to me. I'm like, you actually work a job. Like I understand I have the, if it's anybody who should not be good at scheduling, it should be me. Like,
Yeah.
I could do whatever I want at whatever time, but no, I'm over here like, oh, I want to do this. All right, what time are we gonna do it? I ask her. I don't know.
That's the struggle, though, bro.
Love her to death, but man, if scheduling could be better, oh, we would be.
You'd
be God, dude, I
clicking on all
can't
cylinders.
read this man.
Yeah, he's tough. Lucky for
That's
you,
like-
I've
no, I
stranded
gotta
like
get him.
90,000 fucking runners, so.
Dude, I gotta get this card. I'm definitely getting him after this game.
Yeah,
I did not think he
you
was
have
gonna be
to.
this good.
He's amazing.
Come on, Willie,
Wow.
please.
That is an
Thank
impressive
God,
hit.
finally.
That is an impressive hit.
Dude, there's been ridiculous amount of lineouts on both sides.
Ooh, you got
You're-
in on
I hate
that
to tell you this
perfectly.
one. All the lineouts that I've had were pretty well squared up. That one, not even in the PCI.
That's how it goes, though, man. That is how it goes.
Here's at least somebody I'm somewhat familiar with.
Don't tell me that, man. I'll take him out right now.
Well, it's not that.
I
I'm
know,
not saying I hit him well. I'm just
I'm
saying, like,
kidding.
oh, I've at least seen
Yeah,
this man.
he's
Like
at
Seth
least-
Lugo. I was like,
Seth
what
Lugo's-
is this?
Seth Lugo straight out of Area 51 with that delivery, bro.
Dude, yeah, I didn't even think he was that funky. Like, I looked at his repertoire and was like, dude, that might be a good card.
Yeah, he's...
The fact that he's pitching like that, oh, dude.
Wow, that
Longo
was
with a
fucking
base
good
hit. Let's go. Oh, my God.
Ooh,
All right.
that was
Okay.
close.
See, that's why I like Longo. He actually can hit. He's not dinger or bust like Donaldson, who's hitting like barely above 300 for me,
Oh,
where it's
really?
like, oh, every hit you've had is a home run or double.
Yeah, is Donaldson not that good?
For me, he wasn't. He was, again, home run or bust, and it got so irritating.
Yeah, that makes
Because
sense.
he would line out in deep fly out like nobody's business. At least, again, with Longo, I hit the ball and go like, oh my God, it's a hit. Or he has a lot of power too.
I actually haven't even tried Donaldson yet, man. I haven't been playing the game at all. So there's a lot of these guys I haven't tried. I haven't tried Bob Gibson, even though he's in my rotation. I haven't.
I'll tell you about Bob Gibson, man. That did not go well. 4 games over a 9 ERA.
I saw your tweet about that. That's
It was so bad.
That's not ideal. That's definitely not ideal.
No, and compared to, like, I know I'm not the greatest pitcher this year. Like, I hang a lot of stuff, but
Oh God.
like compared to
You weren't
most of my
supposed to put
other
him in.
starters, compared to like every other starter had a sub 3 ERA. And when I saw that 9, I'm like, well, I gave him 4 games and he still sucks.
Yeah.
He's gone. Like,
That makes
it's
sense.
usually my bullpen that gets torched.
Yeah, that's what it's been for me lately. I've just been getting torched. Bro, including ranked seasons games and friendlies, I've probably lost like 7 of my last 10 games. I've been and granted, I haven't been playing enough to really like expect myself to be playing well. I've been playing a lot of Fortnite. I've just been taking a big break from this game in general. But
Oh, what am I doing?
but yeah, I'm just so accustomed to losing right now, it's insane.
I mean, what? So you play Fortnite? Do you play anything else? Maybe Apex?
No, just Fortnite. I play Fortnite and then I play this to try to get my content going and try to get some videos up and stuff. I mean, not even
Gotcha.
videos, but try to get my streams and stuff, you know. But I've honestly been on my gym hype, so I haven't even been playing a lot of video games.
Okay. I mean, that's something I need to get back into because actually, it was like the first year I actually injured myself. I was going to the gym all the time.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, and I was in good shape. That's when I met my girl. And then after I got into a relationship, I put on the dad bod real quick.
Lucky her.
Oh yeah, dude, she's thrilled. She's ecstatic.
That's what.
She even throws in like little sneak diss. Dude, her mom. I mean, I'm glad that they did it, but at the same time, there was
God.
one time where I was just like, yo, that is bad.
Dude, real quick, I have to pee so bad. Give me like
All right.
5 seconds. I'll
No
pause
worries.
it when... Alright, I'm back. Sometimes a little potty break's necessary. You know what I mean?
No, I feel it.
It's good for the soul.
Alright. But no, as I was saying, like, so what they did to me where I was like, dude, Jesus Christ, it like put me, I've at least lost a lot of weight. I still got a little bit to go, but at one point, so I used to always, when I was probably at my best, in terms of like, I had a good amount of muscle on me. I was in good shape, didn't really have much fat at all. Freaking, I was like 175, 180, and I was 6 foot. I was pretty good then.
Yeah, that's a good
But
ratio.
at my highest, I got to 220.
You
where
were
it was
at
like, oh, I
220?
lost. Yeah,
Oh
that was
my
like,
God.
that was a year ago. Like I put on, like, it doesn't show in my face, but dude, it shows in my guts and my tits, like, and so what they did to me, like, it was almost like a mini intervention, like the way the mom like snuck it in. I was like, oh my God, like she takes a picture of us,
Yeah.
and at that point, like, you know how you look in the mirror sometimes, you're like, oh, no, like, it's not that bad. You
Yeah.
know, like I look all right. And freaking, she takes a picture of us. I'm wearing a jacket, like a good sized jacket.
Yeah.
Because I would wear that to like hide the fact that, oh, I'm gaining weight.
Yeah.
Like I was self-conscious about it. And she shows me the picture and I'm like, oh my God, I can see my tits through the jacket.
Oh, that's when you know it's bad.
Yeah.
That's when.
And
you
I
know
was
it's
like,
bad.
oh, it's got to change. And so after she showed me the picture and I was like, yeah, no, I got some weight to lose. And she was like, oh, you finally noticed.
Aw.
I'm like,
Who
dude,
said
like,
that? Her mom or her?
her mom.
Oh God.
And I was like, all right, rude, but I mean, true.
Yeah.
Good point.
Rude,
Good point.
but accurate.
Like, I'm one of those people, like, you can say something to me and it may not be the nicest of ways, but if there's some truth to it, I don't care how you deliver it necessarily. It's like, all right, I understand where you're coming from. And hopefully this isn't ball 4. Oh, that's tough, actually.
What is
I thought I might
happening?
go to my home.
Jeez, that sucks, man. That sucks. He just stopped at third. Like
I thought Longo was actually going to have some range right there. Dude, I usually do really good. Oh, God, he doesn't have a bar. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God, that was close.
All right, mound visit.
Oh wait,
we're good.
Oh, okay. Let me make sure. I got somebody in my bullpen up.
All right. But yeah, no, when she showed me that picture, like, it was such a wake-up call.
Yeah.
I'm at least down to, like high 180s, like 189, 190.
That's solid though
But,
for
I
your
mean,
height.
yeah, but there's definitely a lot of fat that I wish I didn't have still. So I've been eating better.
Wow, that is a dot.
Wish I could do that more often. Oh no. Oh.
So late. His swing's pretty slow.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you like the new Posada? Oh Christ. Well,
I like him, man. He's all right. Damn.
yeah, it's like perfect timing. Hey, how do you like him? Grand Slam. All right,
Yeah.
well, Kelly usually does great for me, and now
You remember how we talked about your PCI not being on it?
is it not on
Dude,
it?
it's not on it.
Yeah, it's just crazy. I'm sure like most of your lineouts, it's like, oh, I'm all over
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Cool.
Well,
Good squared up, leaves the bat at
Yeah,
95.
To be fair, the wind's blowing out 8 to that direction, so that definitely helps.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay. At least makes a little bit of sense then.
Yeah, it's an out most of the time, so you made the right pitch.
All right, well, 5 runs given up, not bad, not terrible, not bad.
Yeah, hopefully we could just pitch well. Okay, let's see, Britton. So who's your favorite reliever to use in this game?
Well, it was Kenley.
Hey man, sometimes it doesn't go right. I like Henley too, but sometimes.
Kenley, Billy Wagner, Raleigh Fingers has been really solid for me.
Mm-hmm. So okay, my question for you: you're gonna get Seth Lugo, right?
Oh yeah.
Who are you?
Who's going to be replaced is probably either Hoffman or I was not on that at all.
Hoffman's been out of my bullpen.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's Hoffman or Percival, but Percival has been doing well for me, and I'm the Angels.
You have the signature series Percival.
Yeah,
How is he?
he's actually been solid for me, like no complaints.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a good slide. I'll bring him out. Next time.
Okay.
You could be the judge.
I would like to because I haven't faced him yet.
He actually throws a hard fastball, and the fact that he has 4 pitches is what makes him so much better than the other card.
Yeah, his differentials are nice too. His speed differentials.
Yeah, no. I think it's either his curveball or changeup that's like super slow. It's one of the two.
I think it's both, right?
It might be. Knowing me, I tend to forget a lot of stuff about things, and
Yeah.
then I go, oh yeah, remember? Oh, how do I miss?
Okay. Let's try to put this in a good spot.
Get through the hole. All right, that boy.
Jeez.
We got on top of that for sure.
Can't ever just hold the lead, bro.
Yeah, ever since I put my creative player behind home plate,
Mm-hmm.
he's been so much better for me. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
It has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with like his stats because they're pretty similar as I hit into a double play with him. Good shit. No, but
Hey, that's actually your
he's-
second double play with him too.
yeah, no, I'm a double play fucking champion.
Some games are like that, man.
Oh wait, I said I was gonna bring out Troy Person. God damn it. Can I do it? I don't know if I put him in. All right,
Oh,
there we go.
okay. You already had Wagner in?
Yeah, that's why I was like confused. I was like, wait, what?
Okay.
I thought I had to go to
Let's put in
mine.
it. Hold on, I'm RTing to and you just. Alright, go ahead. Hold on, I'm gonna R2 real quick. Fastball, curveball, changeup. Okay. Nice little pitch arsenal, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's the 4 common pitches, but if you had a sinker, could you imagine if this card had a sinker?
Oh my god, that would be so gross.
Or at least a cutter with the slider.
Yeah,
That
that's
the
what
cutter
I
was
was.
harder.
That's what I was thinking was a cutter. That's what would be nasty with him.
The one thing I will say is control.
It's iffy.
There's some games I control him really well, and there's other games like that right there was good, and it completely, just utterly missed the spot.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
But for the all-time Angels squad, I'm happy to have him. As he, again, good lord. Oh, buddy. Percival, let's not do this.
Oh man, this is a tough situation. I only have 2 pitchers left. I gotta keep Kenley in, I think. And just hope I don't ground into a double play.
No, you're gonna hit a 3-run shot. That's usually how it goes. Oh my god.
I mean, I'll take it.
I'll take the lineup.
I'll take it. Scare him a little bit and no double play. Dude, Kenley's always raked though for some reason. Oh, I was.
Well, he's a
all
switch
over
hitter.
that.
Switch hitter. That makes him
Dude,
so much more valuable.
Do you remember when Nishek used to rake?
I don't know.
In BR?
I don't think so.
Oh my god, he used to rake, bro. Like in 17.
Was it 17? I don't know. I don't think I ever used him
Oh shit.
like that. Like I never let him ever hit.
What
That
am I
makes no
doing?
sense.
What?
In what situation did you let him hit? That's where I'm confused. Like, how did that come up? No, I know, but like, what?
If I was up by like
Wouldn't you take
2
out
and
your
I wanted
pitcher?
him in the third inning or something?
And he raked? All right, that's interesting.
Just he's a switch, bro. He would just hit singles up the middle every time. It seemed like. I mean,
Oh, he was a switch hitter?
yeah, I had a couple walk-off wins with him too.
All right, that's really the question. Why is he in a walk-off
I
situation?
don't know. It was probably because I didn't trust my bullpen enough to face the guys. I just remember one time I was on the mic with somebody. I can't remember who it was, but I was just ecstatic because he had a walk-off single. Yeah, it was hilarious. I had to have been a couple years ago.
I was gonna say, like, if it was this year, I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Well, I mean, if I had to this year, it clearly had to have been a weird circumstance if he was still in the game. How do you like Honus so far?
Oh, he's been really good for me. But now, he gets a lot of hits, and he actually drives the ball really well.
Is he worth the
Like,
money? Oh, that's a great hit, bro. That was a dot.
Oh, I got jammed. I was late.
No, I mean, there's times where you get jammed and it's late, and it's like, I still respect you for, like, staying alive, because that pitch was exactly how I wanted it to be.
And then I missed that, out of all things to miss. Good God. I almost never steal because I always get hosed. I'm always afraid of doing it.
Well, right here you shouldn't. I mean,
No,
well,
yeah,
I
right
guess-
here makes no sense. Oh, give me another lead.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
here we go, baby.
This is not
lead.
happening. This
This is
not
how it works.
happening.
You get a bunch of lineouts and you just change
Oh
up your
my
timing a little bit.
2 late hits.
That's what it takes. You already know Longo's going deep, dude.
Yeah, I know. Either that or it's gonna be another late hit.
Well, if it was, I would honestly feel terrible.
I'm
There
gonna
we go.
lose this fucking game now. I'm telling you, bro. That's how this shit goes. You know it. I know it.
I'm telling you, though, Longo's such a good card. Skip Donaldson, don't even give him a try. I'm telling you, get Longo. I love his swing.
Oh my god. Dunsky.
What?
I have 2 pitchers left. I could have fucking pinch hit for fucking Kenley. That's so
Well, that's why I was like, you're
disappointing.
gonna leave him in. I mean, it almost still worked out.
No, I just thought that I only had 1 pitcher left.
Who are the 2 you have left?
Gossage and Eckersley.
Oh, you can leave in Kelly if you want. Oh, damn, man. I thought that was gonna be up the middle. That would have been another terrible hit, though, because I
would've.
got that out the end of the bat.
It would have. I just want to get 1 more out, and I'm okay with you even tying it, bro.
Gotta get one of the 3. Now, here's a card that I've not been happy with. That's why he's on the bench. He's been disappointing. And
Get there,
yeah,
get there,
squared
get
up
there,
and
get there, get there,
still
get there.
disappointing. I don't get it. He swings with a wet noodle, not even a dry
Wait,
noodle.
who
It
was
is
that?
so bad.
That was
Hornsby.
I love him. I love Hornsby.
No, Hornsby gets terrible exit velocities.
Good eye.
The only time he actually, I'm like, wow, he drove the ball. It has to be like not even middle in. It has to be inside. Can't even be middle in. Can't even be down the middle. It has to be.
I will say that all of his hits are either pulled home runs or they're pulled in the gap doubles.
Yeah, no, he
You
does
have
not.
to pull them.
Yeah, no. If you try and go the other way, it's just depressing.
Yeah.
It is sad.
But GG.
That's why
that was that was a close one in the end.
Good game. The 2 late hits almost benefited me, but then
I would've quit.
Didn't clutch up.
I would have quit for the 9th time. No, but dude, it's always good catching up with you. I mean, like I told you earlier, I fucking miss you. I miss miking up with you, but I know you've been busy and I just haven't been on the game as much, but hopefully one of these days when we're free, we can have a nice little party, hang out, and fucking play some games and chill, catch up.
Dude, if you're ever down in Southern California, let me know.
Dude.
I know I'm going to TwitchCon this year, and it's gonna be like me, Tyler, and Clutch
Really?
sharing a house. Yeah, it's
Wait,
gonna be a lot of fun.
where's TwitchCon?
San Diego.
Bro, I may just have to do that.
Dude, it'll be fun. I'm telling you, if you're down, I mean, a ticket for TwitchCon's like 150, 170 bucks. And then
Well,
so it's gonna be me.
It's you, Tyler, and Clutch.
Yeah, we're all gonna be in a house. Like, it's cheaper to pay for a house than it is for us individually to stay at a hotel.
When is TwitchCon?
Next month, the 20.
Oh fuck.
Second.
Nah, never mind then. I wouldn't. I got too many vacations coming up. I was hoping it would be in like 6 months or something. No, but I would have been down to fade on the house and just fucking crash with you guys.
Dude, it's so like, all right, I haven't been, but like just from what I've heard from other people, like it's a lot of fun, especially if you have a house. So
what I need you to do, if you see Valkyrie, you need to put in a good word for me, right?
Oh, dude, easily. I'll definitely do that.
My man.
Be like, he's got a Porsche. He even hooked it up. Like, he gave me a Ferrari. Cool guy. Very nice.
This is what a good friend sounds like, boys. This is how you take care of your homies, okay? Go on that.
That's how you do it.
You guys, when this video is over, I need you guys to go to McGunski's stuff, and shoot him a follow on Twitch for when he live streams. It's great stuff. Dude's awesome and dude's funny. Go on his YouTube, hit subscribe, all of that. He puts out some good stuff. A lot of good debuts, a lot of good tips. Go check him out. Gunski, all love, baby. I appreciate you stopping by.
All love. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. We'll talk soon.
Talk soon, man.
Later.
Later.